Yo, what's going on, guys? Back again with another video. So I feel like I don't actually show my face in a lot of my videos, so this one I'm just starting off with my face, and I'll show you guys the car. But I'm pretty much just going to be telling you guys how much it costs to own a 335i, everything from like monthly payment, insurance, gas, everything like that pretty much. So I'm just going to pick up the camera, give you guys a little walk around. Alright guys, so to start off, I'm just going to talk about the monthly payment and then the insurance and like gas and stuff like that, and lastly how much it costs to maintain the car, so like oil changes and everything like that, and like any other unexpected things that can come up with owning this car. But you guys will actually be surprised how cheap it is. So my car is a 2012 BMW F30 335i, and I would say you should not be spending over 20,000 on one of these cars, and I'm talking in Canadian dollars because I live in Canada. So yeah, 20k is a max I would say someone should spend on one of these, because it's a F30 335i. It's not a 340i. You know, mine, it doesn't come with CarPlay or anything like that. If you get a newer one, then you might get CarPlay, but I don't think the 335i's have CarPlay. I think only the 340i's and the 330i's actually come with that. So yeah, I would say 20k is the max you should be spending on one of these cars. But for the monthly payment, I have the math right here on my phone, and I just put it as 23,000 as the max price. So whatever numbers I say, you guys can expect to pay a bit less, but I'm just gonna give a higher number so you guys, like, you know, have a little bit of room to play with, just in case you want to like do mods or anything. So these numbers are going to be a little bit more than what you would actually pay, but you know, I feel like it's a good example. So if you were to get one of these cars for 23,000 and you were to finance it with a 5-year loan at 7% interest rate, you're going to be paying $455 a month. And remember, that's only if the car is 23,000 and if the interest rate is 7% with a 5-year loan. You're going to be paying $455 per month. And you guys should not be buying one of these for 23,000. Trust me, because like I said, it is an older car, so you should not be paying that much. You should be paying a little bit less, and it's even cheaper if you get a 6-year loan at 7% interest rate. You're going to be paying $396 a month. So these cars are really not expensive. And I know, like, once you push a Beamer, everyone's going to think, oh, you have money. But bro, like, I drive one and I'm not rich. I'm not close to being rich, but you know, once you drive a Beamer, it's just kind of the image it gives off. So it's really cheap. Like I said, a 6-year loan for a $23,000 car with a 7% interest rate. A 6 year is 72 months pretty much, and that's only $396 a month. And like I mentioned before, you guys should not be spending 23k on one of these cars, so it's gonna be way cheaper. So yeah, it's really not that expensive to finance one of these, because they are cheaper. If you get like a 340i or something that's more expensive for like 30k, obviously you guys are going to be paying a little bit more. But yeah, that's the monthly payment you guys can expect to pay. So I would just say a rough number, you can expect to pay probably like $450. I feel like that's a good number to settle on. So $450 just for the monthly payment. And insurance, if you guys want to do what I did, the car is, it's my car. I bought it myself. I bought it cash, but it's licensed under my aunt's name, so I don't pay I pay the insurance, but it's not my name on the insurance, so it's way cheaper. And I actually only pay $100, 100 Canadian for insurance on my car, and that's it. And that's only because it's under my aunt's name. So my parents, they don't live here. That's the only reason why I didn't do it under my parents. But my aunt, she lives here, so she just did it for me. The insurance is way cheaper. So if you guys can do that, if you guys can get your parents to like insure the car for you, and you just like e-transfer them the money for insurance or something, because that's what I do, it's gonna be way cheaper. Because I'm 20, and you know, the younger you are, the more insurance is gonna try to charge you. So if you guys can get someone to like put the car in their name, but you like send them the payments and everything like that, it's going to be way cheaper, trust me. And you guys might need a co-signer if you're younger, like you don't have the best job. You might need a co-signer for one of these cars. I'm not sure, because it's not the most expensive, so you might not need one. But just in case you need one, might as well just make them buy the car for you. Or if they co-sign for you, you can probably get them to insure the car, so the insurance is cheaper for you. That's what I did. I only pay 100 Canadian dollars, so that's super cheap. If I were to do it myself, I feel like insurance would probably be like around $250 or pushing like $300. So it's a lot I'm saving on my monthly expenses. It is a lot that I'm saving just because the car is not insured under my name. But yeah, you guys can definitely do that if you want a cheap payment for like insurance and for maintenance costs. So I'm just covering the points. I'm not trying to like make the video super long or anything. And the maintenance costs for this car, personally, I've never had to do anything other than the charge pipe, because the charge pipe is plastic, and whether you tune your car or not, because my car was not tuned and I blew the charge pipe, I had to change that. That was like I think 450 Canadian for aluminum charge pipe, and that one is never going to break. So if you guys blow a charge pipe, make sure not to get the plastic one from BMW because it's just going to break again. Just get a aluminum aftermarket charge pipe. I got mine from VRSF, and that's the only thing like unexpected that happened to the car. And people suggest that you change the charge pipe regardless. Like once you buy one of these, they say just change the charge pipe because it's going to break eventually. So yeah, you guys can just get a new charge pipe. That's the only thing I had to change on this car. Other from that, maintenance is just the basic thing, like oil changes. I've never done the brakes in this car. I'm actually going to do that soon while it's still warm because I live in Canada. If it starts snowing and stuff, I cannot do that myself, and I work on my car myself. That's why it's way cheaper. So all I've ever done maintenance wise on this car is oil changes. I do it myself. I think the oil only comes up to like $85, and I think this car uses 6.5 quarts of oil, and the oil filter and everything included only comes up to like $85. I do it myself. It's like not even an hour to do an oil change. So if you guys can work on your own car, trust me, just do it, because the shop is going to charge you to do all of that, and that's where the expenses start to add up. But if you can do it yourself, make sure you do that. You're going to save a lot of money. So yeah, I pretty much do my oil changes. That's all I've done. I'm gonna do my brakes like I said, but other from that, like maintenance wise, I've never ever done anything else. And like I said, oil change $85 if you do it yourself. Obviously if you bring it to a shop, you're gonna have to pay them for labor. The charge pipe, I fixed that months ago, $450. Yes, it is kind of expensive, but that it is to be expected with this car. You know, once it's not like a 340i or one of those, the charge pipes are plastic, they are going to break. So make sure to just upgrade that. But other from that, I've never, like nothing else has went bad with this car. I'm not saying nothing can go bad, and not because my car is all quote unquote perfect means your guys' cars are gonna like be as perfect. But for my car, from my experience, this car is really reliable. A lot of people talk shit on them saying the N55 is not good, it's unreliable, but personally for me it has been good. So yeah, I could recommend it for you guys if you were to ask me. Oh yeah, I was gonna cover the gas. How much does gas cost me to fill this car up? And right now gas prices are crazy high. I'm not even sure. I'm just gonna give you guys a little walk around, like show you guys on the car and stuff, because I'm just walking around talking. But yeah, my car is still pretty clean. It is a 2012. It is actually in great condition for being a 2012 car. But gas price, my car is stage 2 plus right now. Gas prices are kind of crazy in Canada. Gas is 164. That's for like 85. I have to put 91 in my car. So I'm not sure how much it is, but it's like 164 for 85. I don't put that in my car. So whatever 91 is, I think 91 is going to be probably like 180 something. But yeah, I pay $100 to fill up. Pretty much every single time I go to the gas station, I pay $100, and I fill up once a week, and I drive pretty far. I do a lot of POV drives. I drive the car in Sport Plus a lot. It is tuned stage 2 plus like I said, and I have an XHP stage 3 tune for the transmission. So it's really not that bad, to be honest. It's not the best, because obviously if you got like a cheaper car, probably like a Civic or something like that, then you're just gonna probably be paying like $50 to fill up, and you can actually use a cheap gas. So it is cheaper with those cars, but it's not a big deal, to be honest. This car, it is worth it. So if you guys get one, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like before I had this car, I used to always worry about gas mileage and this and that, but when you buy it, you're gonna see it's really not a big deal to spend an extra $50 on gas in comparison to like owning a Civic that you only pay like $50. This car is way more worth it, and you might be looking at it like, damn, $50 is a lot, but it's really not though. When like once you have the car and you start buying the gas and stuff, yeah, it is more, but trust me, it's really not gonna matter. It's gonna be worth it. You guys are not even gonna care about it. So take my word. I used to stress out so much about that. I used to wonder like, oh, I need a car with the best gas mileage. It really does not matter. Trust me, take my word for it. So yeah, I fill up like once a week, $100 with 91 gas, and it is usually cheaper when gas prices are cheaper. I used to pay 85 to fill up actually, but no, gas prices are sky high. So I pay 100 a week, and there's 4 weeks in a month, so $400 on gas. So if you guys add everything up, I'm going to put the math on screen. You guys can see how much it is to own one of these cars, and the numbers might vary. Like I said, if you get a cheaper one, obviously your monthly payments are going to be cheaper. And if you guys have better like insurance than me, like cheaper insurance, obviously yours is going to be cheaper. But I don't think anyone is really going to have a cheaper insurance rate than I have, unless obviously your parents do it for you. But if it's you guys insuring the car yourself and you're like my age, I'm 20, it is going to be a little bit more. So you guys can probably like add 100 on there if you want to insure it yourself. But yeah, it's pretty much, it is a great car, bro. Like anyone who asks me, yes, I definitely suggest it. I am beside a daycare just filming this video in an empty parking lot, but it is worth it. It's a great car. It's been super reliable. So whoever says, I used to think BMWs are not reliable, which is why I did not get one as my first car, but if you guys take it from me, bro, it is reliable. Mine has been reliable so far. Just make sure you keep up with the maintenance. Once you guys do all of that, you're gonna be chilling. So yeah, you guys should have a better idea how much it costs to own one of these cars, maintain it and everything like that. And I'm not rich, bro, and this car, it makes it look like you have money, but I really don't have money like that. So it's not a hard car to own. It's nothing crazy. I know because it's a BMW, a lot of people think it's like the prices are through the roof. It's really not. It's just a normal car at the end of the day. I just did some mods, that's why it looks a little bit cooler, but it's really not that expensive to own one of these cars. So if you guys want to get one, you guys see the math, you guys know the numbers. And yeah, if you guys have any questions for me though, feel free to ask me in the comments, anything like that. I always reply to my comments. I did buy my car cash, so I feel like some people are gonna have a lot of questions on that, like how I got the cash for the car. If you guys want, I can make another video covering that. I made one in the past, but I can make an updated one telling you guys everything I do to make my money. But yeah, that should be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and catch y'all again in the next one.